Why does it seem like every time there is a conflict in the world, the United States has to play some kind of role? And why does a country that was originally built on a kind of happy isolationism, or at least strict non-interventionism, is all too eager to involve itself in a variety of issues and conflicts that don't always appear to have any real impact on us at best and actually harm our interests at worst? Well, it turns out that the answer to that is actually fairly simple. It's because we're the only nation that can. No, really. The reason why so many countries, even some of our European friends that get endless pleasure of making fun of our backward or provincial nature, always seem to come running to us as soon as there is a problem, is because the United States alone possesses a degree of global military and economic supremacy that has never existed before. American economic and technological power, especially post-World War II, put us in a very unique position compared to the rest of the world. Not only was our industrial power unrivaled immediately following World War II, but Western Europe also recognized the threat of the Soviet Union on its front door and needed to be able to depend on the United States to intervene if necessary. This meant a number of concessions to the United States, not the least of which was making the US dollar the world's reserve currency, as well as giving the United States the leading role in countering Soviet military power. But once the Soviet Union collapsed, we were literally the only guys left on the block that could project military and economic power around the globe, and I mean quickly. How quickly? Well, as we speak, the 82nd Airborne Division maintains a paratrooper battalion on DRF-1 that can be in the air flying to drop zone near you in under 24 hours. Ranger Regiment can probably get there quicker if needed. Delta, SEAL Team 6 can be flashbanging rooms in no time. And Ground Branch or Green Berets may already be working with a resistance group near you. And that's just our highly trained, highly equipped ground forces. U.S. air power, whether ground-based bombers or carrier-borne air interdiction planes, can be dropping bombs within 24 hours if needed, if not sooner. Our military power, not just in numbers, but in practical power projection and overall technological supremacy, gives us the ability to show up and inflict pain in a way that no other country on earth can. The bottom line is, regardless of what they project, the rest of the world knows it. As I have joked before, true American force projection is not our ability to simply park a carrier battle group off of your shores or drop thousands of troops within your borders. It's the fact that we're taking a Burger King and a Pizza Hut with us when we do it. Then you have to look at our economic power combined with being the world's reserve currency, which puts us in a unique position to project a variety of economic mechanisms against a country that can also do a great deal of damage. Or, conversely, be quite helpful if you're willing to cooperate. Now, none of this capability means that the U.S. should get involved in the number of conflicts that we have over the last 70 years. And to explain why we have chosen to do so would include a never-ending list of reasons, ranging from alliances, strategic resources, pride, hubris, and a number of other motivations. But the real question is what is our obligation? If, as Spider-Man teaches, that great power does come with great responsibility, and the U.S. is the greatest economic and military power in world history, what and to whom are our responsibilities? Now, as someone who has been on the business end of U.S. foreign policy and combat, I hope we can once again realize that the power to intervene doesn't always mean an obligation to. Now, for the foreseeable future, the United States will remain the world's lone global economic and military superpower. So it is incumbent upon us to come up with a coherent strategy which actually explains in clear, easy to understand terms, both for our friends and enemies alike, when the United States will get involved and when we will not.